Hey, if you've been following us on Instagram or Twitter lately, you know that one of our members, Dan, is a fantastic woodworker, and he's created a House of Bob dice tower that we're giving away to one of our lucky followers on social media. All you have to do to enter for the draw is tag one of your friends that you think would like House of Bob. We'll put you into a random draw, and we're going to be shipping that along with some gear from our sponsors. We really hope that you guys are able to give us the support, and hey, go ahead and review us on iTunes. We accept 5 stars. Last time on House of Annihilation, the crew of the High Havoc, without ship or sail to their name, find themselves in the city of Port Nyanzaru, the Jewel of Chult, with their captain suffering from shock and their ship's mage Haxil succumbing to a terrible death curse. It falls to them to delve into the dangerous jungles of Chult. They hope to find a way to stop the spread of the necrotic curse afflicting both those who've been resurrected from death and those newly brought into the world, as the evil artifact, the Soulmonger, rips the life from even the unborn.
I'm Dan. I'll be playing Leanni, Leanna, Servana, the Elf Beastmaster.
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm playing as Cranston Thorne, the half-elf bard.
I'm Trevor, and I'll be playing Rye Vin Osbon, half-elf barbarian.
My name's Alex, and I'll be playing as Horrik Jones, the human fighter.
I'm Shubert. I'll be playing Faroul of Faroul and Gondolo, adventurers and guides extraordinaire.
If you like what you hear today, be sure to subscribe for more content, rate us on iTunes, and head on over to our Facebook and Twitter. Tell us what you thought. Roll on. As the opening credits fade, the camera pans across a bright and sunny harbor. The huge white stone walls of Baldur's Gate rise up behind, and an elven girl is skipping down the wooden boardwalk, flashing friendly smiles at the passing townspeople. She's wearing a brand new rain cloak, carrying a basket loaded with fresh food, and her hair is braided and tied back in imitation of the female dock workers and sailors that trudge around doing their morning tasks. "Hey!" shouts a voice. "Leanni, over here, girl!" It's a middle-aged human man. He has a patchy yellow and white beard dangling long over his portly belly. Young Leanni dashes up, offering him the basket with a smile. "Where are we going, father? I want to know." She cannot contain her excitement. "We'll get where we're going soon enough, lass. It's about the journey, not the destination," he laughs. It's not long before the small merchant ship, named the Willow, and her crew were prepared and ready. Leanni glues herself to the bow, and the grin that grips her ear to ear does not fade until long after the city has slipped over the horizon behind them, the vast blue ocean promising adventure unlike anything she has ever seen. Fade now with an older, wiser Leanni and her companions dragging newly purchased supplies and food for their foray into the black jungle of Chult. Gone is the naive glee of her childhood. She does not skip or grin as she loads her gear into the cart, buckled to the ancient and arthritic Triceratops. In the old city of Port Nyanzaru, the massive gray and brown cigarettes called the Beggars' Palaces are covered in a mess of bamboo tenements and slum houses. The stench of the city's massive refuse pits waft across the street, and ahead of them, looming over all like a black-green cloud of doom, is the canopy of the jungle. Leanni can't help but feel a bit of fear and uncertainty lump in her throat. It's about the journey, she whispers to herself, not the destination. You guys are loading your stuff up into the Triceratops' cart, and Gondolo says, "All right, well, just give us that 30-day advance and we can get going."
We already did.
We did.
Check your pockets.
Oh, no, my pockets are totally empty. I promise you that. I had a good night.
And you wonder why, because you spent all of our money.
That makes a fair amount of sense. Here, Faroul, help them load up. Come on.
I thought this was a team.
Do I look like a pack mule? Isn't that what you guys are for? You're the adventurers.
Right. Yes. We just show them where to go.
But you guys got, like, a wagon on a dinosaur for us to...
Mm-hmm. You also literally put in your ad, "We do the heavy lifting."
Yeah.
Look, I will do.
You wrote that. That's idiotic.
I wrote it in my notes. For Rule and Gondolo, heavy lifting.
I think we're getting ready to ask for our deposit back.
Yeah, that was actually referring to our Triceratops carrying your ear.
Exactly. That's Zongo's job. He is a heavy lifter, and we are the guides.
Exactly.
Now,
I mean, that's fine. Our shit isn't that heavy.
Yeah, I've already loaded it up.
and Zongo is ready. Zongo's ready to go. Looks like you guys are all loaded up. Where do you want to go?
Well, I'm curious about the skull and crossbones on the map. That seems fun.
Syndra told you that the skull and crossbones that she's marked on your map, kind of zones, are areas that are agreed to be more heavily infested with undead.
Okay.
She's explained to you very loosely that there was some sort of catastrophic event that happened somewhere in the jungle that caused a multitude of undead to be kind of unleashed 100, 200 years ago.
That's probably a good lead, though. We're kind of following the undead, aren't we?
We do have reason to believe that the soulmonger is necrotic in nature.
Is that why Horrik packed a ladder in his chest?
Who brought a ladder?
Horrik brought a ladder in their chest.
Yeah.
A collapsible
Just in
ladder.
case.
Shaun, you said that.
Did you smash it?
How else do I get up to the crow's nest to do the navigating?
We're not on a boat.
All right, so I'm just going to start marching the Triceratops out, and we can turn left whenever you guys want.
So, I assume we were probably going to be following the river down or something. But which way do we want to go? River
We're following the main river, Tyriak.
or Ocean Star?
Yes, we could follow either of those rivers. Zongo is really good at walking, and
Gondolo and I got slightly intoxicated the previous evening. Who are all of you again?
that's good, actually. I am curious about this as well.
We're the people that hired you.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And certainly some sort of handshake took place,
Well,
and you guys say you paid us.
we certainly did.
All right, so we'll have to take that on faith, and when some treasure shows up in the jungle, we'll renegotiate, of course.
Tell us about Camp Righteous and Camp Vengeance.
I believe that those are camps of Order of the Gauntlet.
We should avoid them.
I don't remember who they were. Were they the guys in...
You guys have not heard about them yet.
Oh, okay, well...
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you could roll.
History or religion?
Oh, I got 15, actually.
So you guys hired us?
And now we're telling you about it.
Yeah, that's right. Cranston, you have...
We hired your Triceratops to carry things for us, basically. And for you guys to take 2 hits that would otherwise hit us.
Cranston, you remember...
Harsh.
Cranston, you remember hearing about the Order of the Gauntlet. They are an order of like knights or paladins that swear oaths to purge the world of evil. So they're actually probably here to hunt the undead.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it makes sense to me. We probably follow the river Ocean Star then, right?
Oh, yeah. No problem. We could totally do that. Okay, Zongo?
We could do that.
Or...
Right. Faroul, you seem to have an idea.
Well, I just, there's that treasure map that I got in the bet.
Are you sure that this is... Can we trust these guys?
No, but, I mean...
All right, so Faroul and Gondola put their head together for a minute, and they come back.
Probably half of them will die on the way, and we won't have to split it between that many. And...
You have an excellent point. All right, they come back, and they unfurl this beer and tej stained map. It looks like somebody drew a nap on a bar napkin, essentially, showing two rivers going down, and there's something called Needle's Bones. And Gondolo is sure that if you follow the river Ocean Star, you'll get there. Whoever's got the highest survival can roll a survival.
Okay, I guess I'll roll. 13.
13. That is enough to know that Gondolo is holding the map upside down, and that Needle's Bone is actually somewhere over here.
Oh,
These are our guys?
We hired the wrong guys.
You don't even know how to read a map.
But they got a map in a drunk, bartering, drinking our hired money. This is a
They
map.
sound stupid enough that like anyone could draw a map and they'd think it's like.
Where did you guys get this map?
They forgot that we paid them.
Where did we get it?
Well, we were at.
Remember when I was betting and we bet
dice
all
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We bet all our money again.
Right.
And we thought that Zongo could win that race.
Yes.
And we didn't realize that
And
he
then-
wasn't a racing
And then
dinosaur.
you pickpocketed that other guy.
Check your pockets.
That might have been me.
No. We don't do those things. Gondolo.
I hope you didn't put any like.
They seem
precious-
like good guys. Let's just be honest with them. We found the map
Yeah.
in someone's pocket. All right, so here's the plan. We're going to ride Zongo, and we're going to start here. And by the time I start making you guys roll stuff, we'll be about here. All right, so Faroul and Gondolo lead you out of the city into the wilderness.
Before we go,
God. Yep.
I just need to forge some travel papers.
Oh, you could do that on the way for sure.
Okay, well then I do it on the way.
Okay, give me an appropriate roll for forging.
Deception, I assume?
I think so.
First, I'm going to cast Eagle Splendor.
Whoa. What are you, some kind of magic man?
Yes. In short.
Some kind.
So I just get advantage on the check. So 20 is my best.
All right. So
Hey,
you
everybody,
have.
get a load of this guy. Casting spells.
So as you're wandering down towards the jungle, Cranston is busy with a piece of parchment and ink and is creating a fake charter of exploration, hoping to pass any inspections along the way.
Why wouldn't our
So anybody,
two have them?
Because they're garbage. They're walking garbage people.
guys, we're not really in charge of the charter. You guys are in charge of the charter. We're in charge of the Triceratops.
We just hired you guys. So
we need your
to
muscle.
guide us to the treasure. That's all
Right.
this is.
So
I told you we should have gone with Hugh
Yeah, we haven't received our
Hackenstone.
payment yet.
The payment, if you'll remember what we discussed, I believe, earlier, is that you'll get some kind of...
you guys split
Dragon
20% of the
level-
treasure.
You get a dragon horde level
We
treasure.
split 20%, and you get to keep that other 80%.
Well, who's hiring a who?
You hired us. You just said that.
Yeah. So you guys split 20%, and we keep that 80.
No, it's split even. 50-50.
That's better than
About
20
even
80.
shares all around.
Yeah, 50-50.
Sure. whatever.
Gondolo,
And Faroul.
Zongo, and Faroul, and the rest of you.
The dinosaur gets a cut.
He's doing a lot of work.
He's doing most of the work.
Most of the
50
work.
doesn't like.
Yeah, 50, 50, 50,
All right, so
50.
you guys argue your way into the jungle.
Past the encounters.
The first few miles are clear cut and well worn, allowing you guys to go at a quicker
Every
pace.
monster is like, ugh.
Not worth
I don't want to get into
Zombies like look around the tree and they're like,
I don't want to have to roll like a diplomacy or something.
All right, so but then once you hit the jungle, the brush becomes chokingly thick. Gondolo coaxes Zongo through the forest. The guide's huge Triceratops is lumbering through, smashing trees and foliage out of the way. It makes it a little bit easier for you guys to walk, but it's not exactly fast. The heat and humidity is oppressive. If you're wearing any sort of armor at all, it quickly starts to chafe and stink from your own sweat. The thirst out here is absolutely
Is
unbearable.
Zongo wearing armor?
Zongo is not wearing armor, although he smells even worse.
Oh.
Horrik's thighs are chafing pretty bad.
Because of all your leg armor?
I just
Thigh armor?
a full leather armor.
Sure.
That's why I don't wear any armor at all.
You guys can see. You guys can see. There's a multitude of ponds and streams as you
That's
pass.
canon now, by the
In
way.
all of them. Okay, we'll reduce your armor by 2. You can see in the multitude of ponds and streams you pass that the water out here is really brackish, sometimes stagnant, frequently alive and teeming with insects. You guys all had insect repellent, right?
Yeah!
I definitely did.
I don't see any on yours.
This is like the one thing, along with water, that Gondolo and Faroul actually
You don't have
managed to
any
bring.
either.
Yes. Thank you.
It's just me and Rye who have bug repellent.
So you sharing?
Well, you have the candle that
No, we got the cells.
In the afternoon, the sky clouds over, and there are some thick, billowy gray clouds, fat with rain, and they begin to dump heavily on the jungle. Faroul, who forgot his raincoat, is completely miserable.
It was part of his armor.
After lunch, you guys have trudged on for maybe 3 hours, when ahead of you, nestled into the crevice of a sunken canyon, entwined in roots and vines, is a massive 10-foot-tall statue. It's carved of large blocks of volcanic stone. It's not super detailed, not incredibly well made, but its stern features and presence makes you think that it's a representation of someone of reverence or power.
So a god of some sort?
Maybe. Upon examination, you can see that it's probably a Chilton god. It does appear to be quite similar to the statue you guys saw in the harbor a couple days ago.
But what about that one person we saved off the edge of the boat that kept rambling about this giant statue that they'd seen? They looked crazed, and they took their own life the next night.
Wait, what?
what?
I don't remember that happening.
He's making it up.
It's like we were on the... we were stranded.
Sure we were there.
Yeah, those were the sharks and shit.
All right, so I don't
We
recognize
don't.
it.
That's fine. We don't care. We care a little bit. But we
you,
pretend
God.
not to care.
You're negging the statue.
I'm gonna TP.
Whatever,
it.
piece of shit statue. I don't care about you.
Quick question. Did
Yeah.
we bring Darg and Hackensail, or are they...
Haxel is of no
I
no
kinda
condition to
figured.
adventure.
And Darg stayed to
We put him in a hotel,
take care of
didn't
him?
we?
Yeah.
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 Oh, we have to put him in a hotel.
Yeah.
Gondolo pulls up on Zongo and says, "Aha! This appears to be an ancient Chilton ruin, and I'm quite certain that there would usually be treasure around a ruin."
That actually makes sense to me.
That's scary.
Did you say
Everything
let's?
Gondolo says makes sense. He's a master strategist.
I'm
know
an
if you
excellent guide.
I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but
It doesn't hurt to look, right, guys?
Yeah, let's cautiously approach.
You guys move up here to examine it. You can use all sorts of skills to try and learn
Acrobatics
about it.
crawl up it.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check.
I got a grappling hook. You want to borrow it?
Nah, I don't need it.
I throw the grappling hook at you. And hook you back down.
You did. I got a 1.
You got a 1?
I got a 1, and then I modified. That's
Isn't it a
acrobatics,
critical
so it's
fail?
7.
No, it's not an automatic fail.
Really?
Trying to
A
climb
skill,
with
a
grappling
skill
hook
you
up
never
here.
automatically fail or succeed on.
Okay.
Okay, so I got a 7.
Okay, so you get
Still
about
fail, yeah.
you get about halfway up the statue. You see sitting in a chest cavity, some sort of orb.
Treasure.
But then you slip and fall down to the ground. The branches and vines around the statue suddenly spring to life and start grabbing at you.
Right, what did you do?
Cleanse it with fire.
It's going to.
But not too much fire, because I'm there.
It's also raining heavily on you guys, if you don't remember. First thing that happens, as soon as you hit it, it's trying to constrict you. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes, because I 18.
Okay, you're gonna take 2d6 damage.
Oh no! God damn! Frickin' vines.
15 damage.
Oh my god.
15 damage. Good thing I got 38.
And you are grappled. So at the beginning of each of your turns, you're gonna start taking poison damage.
Oh shit.
Oh!
The rest of you, well, everybody's gonna roll initiative.
Alright.
17.
Horrik,
7.
Cranston,
But 9.
I'm gonna
Rye,
ahead of all
12.
of you.
Leanni.
16.
As you guys try to leap into action to respond to Rye falling and getting attacked by this assassin vine, the ground around you, the leaves and vines of the foliage of the ground has actually started to kind of pluck and grab at your legs. So everything around you right now is difficult terrain.
Does
so
it
yeah,
seem like connected to the vine?
it seems it's like seems like the whole area around it is living in a 15-foot radius around it. So we've got Faroul up first. You're currently outside of the range of the vines.
I charge in. Sword in hand. Ah! It's actually the first time I've used it in combat, but
You want to look cool in front of
but I
all these
want to
adventurers.
look.
You
yeah,
move.
Cool.
You move 5 feet forward.
I can do an attack.
Yep,
Good hit, actually.
Rolled a 14,
that hits.
so 8 damage.
You slash against the vines with your short sword, cutting some of the plant matter up. Leanni, you're next. You and Cougar. DC 13 strength saving throw where you're restrained.
Strength saving throw? Okay.
Yep.
Strength is not my strong suit. 13!
You're out.
Woo! I'm gonna slash at the vines attached to Rye.
Do it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good. 26.
That hits.
That's what I thought.
Go ahead, roll your
That was even
damage.
better than my attack.
Not as good as your damage though. 6 damage.
6 damage.
But I'm gonna do my bonus action and attack again with the short sword and a crit.
You crit with your offhand?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just roll your damage dice twice. Remember, you don't add anything when you're using two or second one.
I don't add extra to it. 4.
Okay. Next, we got Rye.
Okay, I take additional damage right now.
Yeah, you're gonna take.
Not another 15, is it?
It is gonna be 6, 16. 16 plus 7 is 23 poison damage.
I'm dead.
You're dead?
I'm dead.
You're at 0.
I'm at 0.
So you're gonna.
Rye got choked out.
So you're gonna. so you're not dead until you are your con score below 0.
My con score below. So, like, is that
You'd have to be a negative 18.
negative 18? Oh, okay, so yeah, now I'm just
You're just unconscious.
So keep tracking where you're at. You'll be rolling death.
So that was
saving
minus
throws.
23?
Yeah.
23.
You had like
that's-
37 hit points.
No, I got 38.
He is the most hit.
I have 38 hit points. First one was 15, next one was 28. That's two moves.
It's your turn. You just fell unconscious. Done. Sorry.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Cranston, it's your turn.
I'm gonna drop a level 2 Cure Light Wounds on Rye.
Hallelujah.
10 hit points. So does he go to 0 and then heal, or?
Yeah, he goes to 0 then heal, so you'll be a positive 10.
And then I step back
Savior.
about 15. I guess 3 squares.
Just to let you know, without taking the draw action, you take a knack of opportunity. You sure you still want to move back?
Right.
You have to spend an action to disengage, yeah.
Right. Shoot. Okay, I'll try it anyway.
Okay. 14
Nope.
to hit. All right, so you managed to slip away from those wriggling vines. Next, we have Horrik.
You have Bardic Inspiration as well.
Oh my
as I'm
God.
running away, I say, kill him!
Oh my god. Thank you, Cranston.
Make a strength check to get out of the restraining of the little vines and plants that are grabbing
You're
you.
10 or higher.
All restrained by
Yeah, you're just close.
Just this whole area.
12.
Oh, not enough. You are stuck in place. You could spend your action right now to make a athletics check to try and free yourself out, ripping your.
That's
ripping
exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Modified 20.
You managed to rip yourself out, so all you have now is a move. You don't have any attack action left.
3 flips, bro.
So is anyone else stuck still?
I'm totally fine.
Yeah, Rye's still stuck.
Rye's
He's not
still
unconscious, but he's still
I
stuck.
don't think you're grappled anymore. He would have dropped you when you died, probably.
I'm not grappled anymore? Yes.
It's dealing with its living
That was
enemies.
its first mistake.
Oh my god. Because, yeah, it dealt 23 damage before I could even make a move. Yeah. So, that sucks.
So I have no attack move then.
Yeah, but you can move. Like, you just can't make an attack.
I'm just going to forfeit the move.
Oh, you're just going to stay where you are?
Yeah.
Okay. So the vine is going to go again. Leanni, you did do quite a bit of damage to it, so it's going to try grabbing for you.
Oh. I am so sorry.
Vines start to wrap around your ankles and knees. You manage to jump back just in time, ripping yourself free.
Sweet. I did what Rye could
Faroul,
not.
you just saw this. You just saw this guy drop dead in front of you, and then Cranston touched him. He jumped back to life, still lying on the ground, but you can hear him screaming in pain as he's trying to get out of this writhing mass of vines.
Covered. I'm just gonna go check on Zongo really quick. Can I run away?
2, 3, yeah. You get to about there.
I bet Zongo could like really mess this vines up.
You hear Gondola in the back like, you can do it! Do it! You guys are great!
Kill the thing!
I'm gonna make a great lunch after this!
If you can make a great lunch, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
Leanni, your turn.
All right. Slashy. And Cougar's gonna get up in there and rip and tear.
All right.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. 6 damage.
'Kay.
And I'm gonna bonus action, and I'm gonna miss.
Okay, and Town.
He's gonna claw.
Okay.
16.
16 to hit. Hits.
Cool. Come on. 5 damage.
5 damage. All right, Rye. You're lying prone in this massive writhing vines that just is grabbing at Leanni. Town is kind of distracting them a little bit, but you're gonna have to get up or get out of there.
From the ground, can I reach into my bag?
Yep.
Can I pull out a pack of torches?
Sure.
A torch?
It is raining right now.
It's raining heavily right now.
It's heavily raining. What kind of like negatives does that take on starting a fire?
It would take you time to light the fire.
But like a torch is like soaked.
Yes, and
Kerosene.
now it's also soaked with
In
water. Yeah.
Well, it should have like a
Like you have to. You sure you can light the torch, but I'm guessing your intent is to light the vines,
yeah,
which
so
are
the
soaked
vines
in
are
water.
also on.
They're
All
not
right.
gonna be very flammable.
Well, we could probably get away from the vines, so maybe we should just give up on this treasure and go find other treasure somewhere else on this island.
It's not, I don't know. How did it look like we were doing?
I thought it was a 5-foot square
You're-
radius. I took 38 damage before I could move.
Yeah, but I
want to
haven't.
run away.
You're chopping away at these vines. There's definitely lots of wood building up.
Can I acrobatics to get away, like from the ground, like kind of like log roll and then cartwheel?
You don't
and
even
like-
have to do that. You can spend your action to get away without taking an attack of opportunity.
All right, I want to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like the peak of his athletic ability, or cartwheels.
Cartwheels are impressive.
20, 30. There you go.
I can't do one.
I'm mostly some children doing them, but
That's Rye.
Sorry, that's all I could do on the football
That's right.
team.
were you on the football team?
I was the mascot.
Cranston.
I'll fire a crossbow bolt at it.
Okay.
Oh, just 7.
7 misses. Horrik.
So I'm gonna use my war pick rather than my flail.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not gonna bludgeon a tree to death?
No. I'm gonna
makes
try to
sense.
like go like right through one of these vines and like sever it off with my pick. Okay. Oh fuck me. 10 to hit.
You managed to pin a vine to the ground, but
Okay.
the rest of it is still kind of writhing around.
Can I use my bardic inspiration die for this?
To increase your check? Yeah, so
Sure.
yeah, add to it.
So I add another 4, so that's a 14.
That hits.
Hey,
Perfect.
good job.
There you go. Used it correctly.
Take it back now.
Okay. Yes, boss. So then I roll my d8 plus 3. 10.
Good job.
You walloped it.
You guys can see at this point that you've kind of chopped away maybe half of the main growth.
We're getting there.
Getting there.
Choppy.
However, it is going to lash back at you for that war pick. It wraps itself up the haft of your war pick, and you manage to pull back just in time before it really constricts down on you. You escape its clutches. Faroul.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go get an axe because I don't want to wreck my sword.
Wow!
So each turn is a different excuse.
You have a longbow.
He's wearing it.
See it? It's strapped to your back.
Oh, I do. I mean,
Are you gonna shoot with the longbow?
Yeah!
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna aim right at the stump. Gonna just cut a vine right in half. It's gonna be amazing.
I hope that's actually what you're saying as you're aiming.
12 plus any.
Plus 4.
You hit. The arrow pierces through a vine that was just lashing out against Town the cougar.
Whoa, this is uncharacteristically
You saved town.
competent.
I'm so amazing.
He did like so much damage.
Do your damage.
D8 plus 2 again.
Oh, it was a minor vine.
It was a small vine.
Can I use my once a day reroll ability?
Nope. Nice try. Okay, Leanni.
All right,
Action point.
I continue
Bonus
my slurry of hacking and slashing.
Okay.
I use my second win. How do I do this game?
You're an addition behind.
22.
22 hits.
Yes, it does.
Good thing you guys brought her.
I do like shit damage though. I keep rolling ones. 6 damage.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have a +5. I'm gonna hit again with the short sword again. 18. Damage.
Hits.
Hey, there we go. 11 damage.
Nice.
That's pretty handy being able to add onto that second attack, eh?
It very much is.
All right, and Cougar.
Get in there, Cougar.
Town.
Town.
Yes.
Townie.
Townie.
18 to hit.
Hits.
Jeez.
6 damage.
Okay. Nice work. That's the dynamic duo right there.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Lean
All right,
town.
Rye.
I'll just keep
You are
alive
on your
and
feet.
Keep hitting things.
You are running away.
Can I still can I attack it? Am I close enough to?
You are here. You're about 10 feet away from the monster.
I'm 10 feet away.
You could always move back, though.
I have a javelin. If I throw javelins, can I go recover them?
No, they're lost forever.
All right. I throw a javelin at it.
Do it.
18.
That hits. It pierces through another vine at the core of the monster. 6 damage. Wow, you guys done a lot of damage so far.
76 damage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's like double you.
Cranston.
Who did that?
I'll take another
Us.
crossbow shot.
We did that.
We all did
I mean, he
that.
did help.
Collectively.
No, I'm saying us. The royal we. Or not the royal we.
You just put yourself.
The royal.
Yeah, me and Cougar Town.
Mostly.
16.
16 damage.
No, sorry, 16 to hit.
16 hit with your crossbow?
Yeah.
You hit.
I mean, I wish I did 16 damage with it.
Yeah, so do these other
About
guys.
to, right?
6. So I got part of that.
Yeah.
All right, you do 6 damage. Nice work, nice hit. Cranston is done. No?
I
Cranston
think
has something
I'm gonna
special to do?
give, a bardic inspiration to Leanna.
Right?
All right, to Horrik. Horrik, your turn.
Leanni, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry, did you say something, Faroul?
I mean, I've done a lot of pretty awesome stuff so far, so
Yeah, you don't need the bardic inspiration.
Hey,
thank you.
I don't want it now either.
Just play along.
I take another swing at the vines with my war pick.
Nice.
Do it. You did it. 22.
22 to hit.
You hit.
Nice.
Do your damage.
Oh, yeah.
13! Sorry, 11. 11.
I was like, your endings are really
Math!
With a massive hit that just barely glances a little bit, it pierces into the center of the vine mass, and all of the extraneous plant parts cease to wiggle. It lies flat and limp, and the edges of it start to turn a little bit black with rot almost as soon as you strike it down.
Nice!
Good job, team.
Faroul and Gondolo march up to the statue bravely now. Well, we sure did make good work of that. Good work, team. Nice work. Good job. High five. All right, let's get that ladder up here. There's some treasure up there. I totally saw it.
All right, I picked them up and moved them away.
I acrobat to get up beyond, like, faster
All right,
than
you
the
climb
ladder
back
can
up,
go
so you're up there, and you find a recessed in the chest cavity, a small onyx orb
Nothing here.
carved with maze-like patterns.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, the plant must have taken it when it died.
Roll a deception.
That's not how that works.
I rolled a 19 on my sense motive.
I got a 10 on my deception.
Now you bring that down here. That is part of our collective loot. We're going to have to divide it evenly.
Except for you,
Did we
because
agree
you
to-
lied.
You're a liar.
They don't get any treasure.
Well, what about
We didn't
those
agree to
who
that.
didn't?
I'm certain that was part of the deal.
You don't even remember the deal.
I'm
splitting things evenly.
Yes, I think we
No,
said
we're splitting the
50-50.
treasure that's on your treasure map evenly.
Yeah.
And any treasure that we find along the way.
That's an amendment that hasn't been brought to the attention of the collective.
Horrik crosses his arms and looks at these two NPCs with a big glare.
Well, we don't have to give you the use of Zongo. That's fine.
Yeah,
You haven't given us much of anything
We paid for it.
for 30 days in advance.
Yeah.
Did you?
A 30-day advance.
No,
yeah,
seriously.
they actually did.
I believe you.
You drank 30 days in an
believe
evening.
you. But I'm just saying that, I think any treasure that you get along the way, it's perfectly fair that it's shared with us evenly.
No,
These fucking guys.
we paid you, so we didn't have to like.
All right, so you guys search around the rest of the statue. You don't find much else of any note, just lots of dead plants.
So it was black with like a maze carved into it?
Yeah, a black onyx orb with a maze decoration carved into it.
All right, well, I show it to Cranston.
How big is it?
It is I would say, like, softball size.
Okay. Sure, I take it and I look it over on top and bottom and do some sort of check.
Sure.
The maze. Or maybe
Probably an investigation.
Yeah,
3D map.
I'm actually not great at that.
You can hand it over to Faroul. He's used to handling
Oops.
expensive objects.
What are we rolling on this?
It's some sort of maze orb.
A maze orb, eh?
I think that's what the kids are saying nowadays.
Maze orbs,
It's totally
yeah.
a maze orb.
I have heard that.
Yeah. I've seen it on the town bulletin board.
Oh man. I was gonna roll Arcana, but I have a -2 on it.
So
I'm
maybe
gonna
no.
roll something to appraise
you can
this.
roll it, then.
17 plus Jake.
You don't really have any
Appraising.
applicable skills.
What's my int?
Yeah, I
Should
got
be
a
that,
6 in
right?
Arcana.
+0.
That's a bad roll.
I bet I'm smart.
Oh, you rolled this.
Are you?
I rolled a 6.
Maybe. Maybe I'm not smart enough to realize I'm not.
Yeah.
Is what it works out to.
I rolled 17. Rule.
You got a 17?
Yeah.
Faroul starts to play with the orb.
Hey, careful!
Maze orb.
And
Don't break it.
in tracing,
This is a nice maze.
he traces his finger along the maze decoration and kind of like works to solve the maze that's etched onto it. And when he gets to the end, it starts to glow with a very faint blue light that sort of pulsates.
This guy's like a fucking idiot
Yeah.
savant.
Yeah, we just needed the mind of a
Guys.
child.
You might want to turn away unless you want spoilers. I assume you all want to like
Take
play,
turns at the puzzle.
Yeah, play the maze orb yourself. You don't want to.
Like, figured it out, you pass it over.
It's pretty easy, no biggie.
Yeah. Sorry, it starts to glow.
Solved in one try.
At a little light at the home section of the maze, or like the finish point of the maze, just starts to lightly pulsate, but very slowly, very dimly, little blue light.
What is it made out of?
Onyx.
The thing I want to know is if the iteration in which it's pulsing will increase if we get closer towards something.
In your current area, you wander around 30 or 40 feet in each direction. It doesn't seem to be changing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
give it back.
You
I was
already solved
almost done.
You solved it already.
Well, yeah, but
It's glowing now.
So you guys spend a little while worrying about that. You get back onto the road, back into the jungle. Heavy rain is persisting throughout the evening, throughout the night. You guys make a camp. You
Set up our ring catcher.
set up your rain catchers, which start filling up.
Woo!
You kind of try and find like a large tree that will cover over top of you. But
Nice. I'm gonna set up an alarm then.
okay,
I hate alarms.
can you?
But if you have to.
6 a.m.
Can you tell us what this alarm does?
Yes. I set an alarm against unwanted intrusion. Choose a door, window, or an area within a range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. Until the spell ends, an alarm alerts you when a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded area.
Okay, so when like a regular frog jumps,
Well, poop.
jumps into your area, the alarm goes off about 20 minutes later.
That's not a very helpful spell.
And everybody's like, nice try, Leanni. Stick to slaying vine creatures.
Okay.
I have one thing I want to do during the night.
What's that?
Assassinate Faroul? No.
Because I'm so good?
No, actually, I just wanted to... I haven't actually examined it yet, but I want to take some time when everybody else is asleep and it's my watch to examine that crane box that we took from the ship that the captain believed had something to do with all this.
You pull from the bag.
Why are you being so sneaky
your bag?
about it?
It's like a porcelain box or a tablet or something like that. It's made completely out of clay. It doesn't seem to have any seams or anything on it. And blazoned on each side of it, almost like it's a 6-sided die or something like that. About 6 inches across, cubic. On the sides is etched a crane. It's kind of lightish brown in color. It's pretty hard. You try to scratch at it or chip at it. Nothing happens to it.
Then I shrug and put it back in my bag and think on it.
You guys go to sleep and you awaken, basically completely soaked and miserable the next morning. The water's rushing along the ground. It was raining on your gear in the back of the cart the whole day before.
We couldn't get dry.
You just couldn't get dry. You put on your insect repellent again, and it's a greasy, wet chore. Your food is soggy. About the only thing that seems normal to you is taking a drink of water, and you don't have much of a stomach for that anymore. You continue to press through the jungle, shaken by your encounter with the carnivorous vine. And now every creaking tree or gently swinging vine appears to be leaping out at you. You guys are getting kind of freaked out by it. Sorry, you keep seeing all these things moving in the corner of your eye, and you eventually just settle it to being a mirage or nerves or something like that.
Ahead of you, you hear laughing and singing. Of course, you're wondering who could be out here in the wilderness, but you'll have to find out next time on House of Annihilation.
House of Bob is sponsored by Ian at Bowen Island Beers. The music in this episode, including Twisted, Babylon, Mesmerize, Artifact, and Brittle Rille, was produced by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com and is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0.
Rawr, rawr, rawr.